Thanks for tuning into the NBA here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Miami.
We make it cool to be something. We make it cool to be something. We make it cool to be something.
And a nighttime view gazing down at our setting. Gorgeous Miami, Florida, in the American Airlines Arena. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First for the Spurs, Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And in the middle, out of Brazil, taken with the 28th pick back in 2008, the 6'11 pivot man, Thiago Splitter. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Duncan in at the 4. And for Miami, Chalmers and D-Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11 star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Haslam in at the 4 slot.
You know, no denying it's been a heck of a run the last few years for the Heat, but you can't help but wonder if the impending 2014 summer of free agency could be the end of it all. The big three came together in a flash of lightning, it seemed, but it could end just as fast if one or all decide to opt out.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. And Chalmers kicks to Haslam. Chalmers. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. It's LeBron with the drive. Three-pointer, Wade. It's rebounded by Splitter. And Clark, as you were saying, the trio of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all have options in their contracts to become free agents in 2014 if they choose to. And, Steve, you have to think that at least 1 or 2 of them might exercise that right.
Well, you know LeBron will, because he's the most underpaid athlete probably in the history of sports. He's worth 10 times what he makes. But it's going to be interesting to see what Miami does here the next couple of years with their roster. Good, tough defense there, getting a hand up, forcing that miss.
Well, he's got the reputation of being a tough defender, and there was an example right there for you.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Here's LeBron after the basket by San Antonio. Feeds to Chalmers. The 19-foot shot. And again, it's the Heat missing. We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. Leonard on the wing. Here's Duncan. Makes it off the glass. Duncan's got his second basket.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Leonard against LeBron. Back to Bosh. Splitter's there. 6 to shoot. Will it go? Bosh, that's good.
Well, they had to take the lid off the hoop, I guess, but they finally get one to go there.
Yeah, a bit of an unsettled start. I mean, maybe that'll get him going.
Steps back and fires. Outside Leonard. Let's go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Spurs. They're up by 5. And now the second quarter just getting set to start.
And as you might expect for the team with the second best record in the West, the Spurs dominated the East last season, played each team twice for a total of 30 games, and went 25-5 in that stretch.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Guys, it's hard to doubt that LeBron James, after 2 straight titles and 4 MVPs in the last 5 years, seems to be at the top of his game. LeBron candidly said, quote, "I'm at my highest peak. I don't know if I can continue to improve." But he certainly remains motivated. saying, quote, "At the end of the day, I have a goal to be the best of all time, and I'm going to put that pressure on myself." And Kevin, if he can just stay at this level for a long period of time, he may get there.
I like his chances. Thanks. Free throw good, LeBron. And Clark, back to what you said about the Spurs in the East. It was far and away the best record against the conference, Steve, for a team in the West.
Yeah, the second best record was Memphis with 22 wins. So kind of scary to think that they rested their big stars a few times against teams in the East, and they were still able to put up that kind of a record.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
It's Parker with the drive. Diao, Bellinelli for three. Chris Anderson pulls it in. 51 seconds left in the first half of the game. LeBron with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Anderson, a screen on Ginobili. Goes up off the pick. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Bellinelli, defended by Anderson. Now Bellinelli. They set the pick. The feed to Parker. Here is Bonner. He's covered by Anderson. And the shot is good. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Now here's LeBron. He's got 5. It'll count. Drilled it just as the horn sounds.
Kevin, he had the eye of the tiger there. I mean, he was not going to pass that shot up.
No way.
Well done. Big time shot in the clutch.
No, he was dying for the chance to take that shot, no question.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Heat lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And we play 2 quarters out at American Airlines Arena, and a great game is in progress for our halftime show. Miami up on top against San Antonio. They're putting on a clinic offensively, and they're really starting to click. LeBron playing well in the first half. The further along we go, the better he gets. He's starting to turn the court into his own personal playground. And San Antonio also bringing it. And give them credit defensively. They're boxing out, controlling their defensive backboards. Tim Duncan leads the team in scoring. And they got a great boost out of Tiago Splitter also. And we'll be heading back to the court for the rest of our coverage as we go to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.